Hello friends, hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. So I just wanted to start this video by letting you guys know that I've picked the winner for the giveaway. So this was a random pick from all of those of you who followed the guidance for the giveaway. So you are subscribed to my channel and you left a comment recommending some channel for us all to check out. And so I used a random comment picker, random YouTube comment picker, a website where you add a URL for your video and it kind of downloads all of the comments and then picks one at random. So the winner is now chosen, but thank you so much. Oh, by the way, if you want to see who the winner is, you can look at my community tab. So if you check out my channel and then under the banner, under the photos, you will see tabs such as videos, community, playlists, and so on. So in the community tab there is a post with the winner. But thank you so much for so many comments. There were almost 300 comments with wonderful channels recommended. So I am so happy about this because this can be like a reference video for finding new incredible channels to follow and to find new favorites in the crafty creative area. So I'm so happy. Thank you so much for participating. Congratulations to the winner, and even if you did not participate, still thank you so much for your wonderful support. And in today's video I think I would like to do something with this journal. So just in the recent video we finished this journal, we've added all of the pages, which are so cool and torn. And I think, I don't know if you guys remember, but a few weeks ago I did this craft therapy video in which I took some Daphne's Diary magazines and I did some fussy cutting of some elements. And so today I'm thinking of using some of those elements that we fussy cut and just doing maybe a spread or two in this new journal and kind of starting it. I think I'm going to retire this one already. I do not really want it to get any more thick than it already is, so I think I'm just going to leave it as it is and call it complete. Almost every page is filled, so that's good. And I think it is time to just start a new journal. I'm so excited about this, and so I want to share with you guys the first spread that I'm going to be making here. And again, I have created a playlist for this particular journal, so all the videos, including the ones where we made it, but also including all of the process videos, journaling videos that I might have in this journal, are going to be included in that playlist, so you can check it out. And yeah, without further ado, let's get to some crafting. Okay, so let's see what we have here. There is, of course, the journal, and I'm so excited about this. I love the colors, I love the summer vibe and all of the flowers and all of the crinkly papers. And I also grabbed some of those fussy cut elements and they look so summery, so this is going to definitely be some kind of a summery spread or two. And so what I have is, first of all, these flowers. They are kind of like a set, and some of them are perfect for corner images. I have this beautiful lass who looks like she is on some kind of a picnic or a beach, which is perfect for summer. Some fruit, awesome. And then this little flower. I think I might have had more, or maybe not, but I will probably find it. Is this? Oh yeah, here is one more. And yeah, so my desk is a mess once again, but I've decided I'm not going to worry about that too much, at least not yet. I'm going to do some kind of a bigger cleaning day at the end of this week. But so far, let's just find a page to work on. Let's see. I have no idea what I want to do, so I'm just looking through maybe this one. I'm so drawn to this paper. But we also have this one, which would be so good with all of those fruits and things that we have. But also maybe because I have so many of those images, maybe I want to find a double spread where I don't have that much going on. So for instance, something like this or this, maybe. Yeah, maybe this one, so that we can decorate it the way we want. And yeah, let's see. So I know that I want to include her. Oh, and I really like how she looks on this creamy yellowy background. So I know I want to include her, and maybe I would like to add some of those flowers on the same page. Maybe something like this and this. How about that? And then of course some more elements, something like that, some more kind of collaging, stamping perhaps, maybe adding some actual postage stamps. Yeah, I think I like it. I think I like it this way, with her here kind of under the apple blossom tree, or whatever blossom this is. Okay, so I think I'm going to grab my, and then the rest of those we can actually use for the other spread if we get to doing one more. I'm just looking, do I have any more of these images? Not sure. Anyway. So let's see what kind of scraps can we get here in my overflowing box. This is quite nice. So how are you guys? How is your September so far? Because quite honestly, mine is really good. The berries of black bryony, I like it. The heat wave ended like, you know, one day it was still 35 and the next day was like 20, and it didn't come back. So I'm hopeful that we've seen the last of it and that we've survived this year, because it was so tough. Definitely the worst year in terms of the heat that I can remember, or at least I have felt the worst that I can remember. But yeah, I'm hopeful. The weather has been great, 20 degrees, a little like cool breeze and some sun is just perfection, So we've started riding a bike. I mentioned it in my last video, but the first few days of those cooler days were like my body just gave up and it said, well, now that you don't have to fight for survival, now you're just going to rest. And so I slept a lot during those days. I usually don't nap during the day, but there were a few days where I slept for like 2 hours in a day, but I think I just needed it. And so I try not to be too harsh to myself and just give myself grace and the time to recover that I need. So I did that, and I think it really helped me because I'm starting to feel myself again. however dramatic this may sound. Okay, I also have some of this. So let's see what we want to make. Maybe I would like to add a little bit of some interest under the flower here. How about that? And I don't know, I have no idea yet where this is going, where the spread. I just have those few elements. Sorry, I'm just looking for my double-sided tape. So I just have those few elements, and I just want to play with some colors and some textures, different scraps, and see what I end up with. So maybe this one here, and then perhaps I could have a piece of this paper. This is nice. It's like a handmade paper of some sort, and when you tear it, it leaves those nice threads, which they add so much texture and kind of like three-dimensional value to your page. So maybe I could use this as well. And do something like that. I like it. And then this one is going to go here, and I will have some more scraps there. Okay. So this past month, just because it was so hot, and I honestly just didn't have mental capacity for, well, first of all to create, but then to do, well, anything really. It was hot outside, it was hot inside, and so I read a lot, and I just filmed a booktube wrap-up recently for the month of August. And you guys, I've read 16 books in August, and this has never happened to me. I've never read so many books, but honestly, some days I couldn't do anything else but just have my audiobook on, and a lot of those were audiobooks because, again, like, I had some headaches because of the heat, and so focusing on physical books sometimes with a headache or something like that is difficult. So I just was listening to my audiobooks, sitting in front of a fan and trying to survive. But yeah, I did read a lot. So if you guys are interested in my thoughts on those 16 books, I should have a booktube, a wrap-up booktube video on my channel, on my second channel, which is always linked in the description box, this Wednesday. And how do I want it? Maybe something like that, and I would perhaps want maybe one more piece of this paper because it's so pretty. So yeah, so the wrap-up will be there, but I honestly, it was a good reading month, not only quantity-wise but also quality-wise, because I found some absolute new all-time favorites, and yeah, I'm so excited about this, so excited. And right now, just in case maybe anyone is interested, I am reading The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This is a high fantasy, adult fantasy novel, first in a series, and by a very well-known and popular fantasy author. So if you read fantasy, then I'm sure you've either read it or at least heard of it. And I'm reading it for the first time. It's been out for probably a decade, but I haven't read it before, but I am reading it right now, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, and I'm so happy about that. I was a bit worried, but So the only person not happy about the cooler weather is Zuzia. You guys know that she loves baking in the sun, and right now she spends all of her time inside. She doesn't really want to go outside to our garden, but she kind of digs herself a little hole in some blankets, and she spends the day there. So she's not happy, but her mommy definitely is. So I can't really feel sorry for her because I'm just so excited. And the weather feels so autumnal right now. I think it's going to be any moment now where the leaves start changing colors, and we start seeing all the reds and golden leaves and brown, and yeah, I've mentioned it before, but I absolutely love fall, so I am more than excited about that. Maybe something like that. So I kind of am sticking with the same papers, that just to keep this consistent, and perhaps I would even use a piece of this here as well. I think I got this paper in one of the Your Creative Studio boxes. They often come with some interesting textured papers and stuff like that. Okay. There is nothing like the feeling of starting a new journal. It's just so full of possibilities. There is also nothing like finishing a journal and having this satisfaction that it's over. It's a little bit of a bittersweet feeling because, you know, you've grown, or at least this is how it is. For me, I've grown to love my journal. I spend sometimes weeks, sometimes months in it, and yeah, and I got used to it, I guess, and now it's time to put it on the shelf. But it's usually, you know, I feel so proud whenever I have a whole journal finished, and I can flip through it and just look through all the spreads, and sometimes, you know, remember what I was thinking or doing while making this particular spread. Nothing like it. And then always this bittersweet feeling is also connected with starting a new journal, which is always great. Okay, now I have to think. This paper, this is a vintage paper, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to use my wet glue for this, but also it's quite sleek, so I don't think glue stick will hold it. So I am going to try to use double-sided tape in a few places. It's going to be a bit bothersome because of the irregular shape of this flower, but it's not too big. And I'm leaving a little bit without tape here because some of it is going to stick out of the page. Okay. I think something like that. And then this lady, she is going to, I want her, like, let's see, yeah, I want her on on the top of this, so like that. And then I of course am going to use one more piece of the music paper just to keep things consistent, so maybe here, and then perhaps a piece of this here. Yep, I love it. So this is kind of going to be like the base of this page, and then we will start adding little bits and pieces to make it even more fun and interesting. Maybe somehow like that. Yes, I do really like it. And I think, do I want, or maybe I would like to go around her with my vintage photo from Tim Holtz, just because I would like her to stand out from the background and the flowers. So have you guys watched anything interesting recently? We, Darek and me, are struggling to find some good shows or movies on. We have 3 streaming platforms. We have Netflix and Prime and HBO Max, and I don't know why it is so hard to find some good shows to watch, but we are of course watching House of the Dragon, and I'm so excited about this. I just wished HBO had this kind of way of doing things with new shows like Netflix, where they give you the whole season at once, but alas, we have to wait for new episodes. Still, we've had 3 episodes actually. Oh, exciting. We are going to watch the 3rd one tonight, but the first 2 we really enjoyed. I just love the world of the Song of Ice and Fire that George R.R. Martin created, and I've just been craving those books recently. I've read them years ago, and I just really want to reread and be immersed in this. Game of Thrones is like my top of the top, one of the favorite series of all time, and I'm just so excited to be back in Westeros and with the Targaryens and all of the other families. And yeah, we've also seen the first episode of The Rings of Power. This one is on Prime, this is like a prequel to Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings and the whole trilogy. And we didn't really like it. Like, it was beautiful visually, really beautiful, but the plot, I don't know what the plot was after this first episode. I didn't really enjoy any of the characters very much, so not sure if we are going to continue. Okay, I think I might use some of those stickers. They are from definitely from your creative studio, these ones, and I have been really loving them. So maybe let's see. How about maybe something like that? This will add a little bit of blue color to the picture, and the rest are quite neutral. I think I like it. So let's add it. Then I am also looking at this washi tape from Maggie Holmes, which I feel matches this spread and the colors perfectly. So we might need to use a little bit of that too. And maybe before I go any further, I would actually use some stamping, especially on those like elements or spaces in the background. Okay, just going to take a sip of water and grab my stamps, or my text stamp. That is, if I can find it. Here's my ink that I want to use. Okay, I'm going to use this stamp. It's just a little script stamp from AB Studio. And I think this is the top. And this is technically a rubber stamp, so you could mount it on a stamping block, but I never do it when doing background stamping, just because I prefer this sort of messy look where it's not very crisp and perfect. Yeah, I do really really like the stamping effect. Okay, so I think that's it. I also, maybe before again I go any further, I would also like to find a space for my date. So I like to always add a little label or something like that where I can stamp my date. So how about these? I have these labels again from your creative studio, and maybe I could add it, well, I quite like it here. Quite like it here actually. But maybe how about I make it thinner and a bit smaller. I do not want it to cover up too much space here. Yes, I like it better. Oh, I also have these. Check this out, you guys. So I got these on Amazon, and these are like sticky notes, right? They have glue here, but they are also perforated, and so you can use the brush strokes separately. And I can't not see that the colors would work perfectly as well, like this one. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around it, leaving just a small frame of white, so just like fussy cutting, so that it stands out from the background a little bit more. And we will see if we maybe prefer this one. Well, it does match pretty well, but no, I actually think I prefer this label. So let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. And I'm going to use some additional glue so that it stays in place. Alrighty. So I'm going to use my date stamp and stamp today's date here. But now let me think. Okay, so maybe some of the washi tape, is it actually a good color? Because maybe I will actually use one of these. Maybe this one. It looks similar to her attire. And yeah, I think I could use a few of those. Okay, do I have my glue stick here somewhere? I'm going to need to add a little bit of glue to this washi tape. Okay, where else would I like to put it? Let's see. Somewhere on this side, I'm thinking. Maybe like that, yes. To create another layer. Oh, I love how well it actually looks a little bit spring-like, not summer, but well, she looks summery, so so I think it's okay. And maybe one kind of down here, and then maybe I would actually add another color of washi. Okay, so this is good. Now I have this one, but it is quite similar. I'm still tempted with this. Okay, let me perhaps see if this would work without sticking it, without committing. Well, yeah, actually I like it. I want to use it, so you know, I'm just going to use it. Why not? Right here, and then perhaps I'll make this piece even thinner, and I'll use it here, and one more. So somehow right there. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, now I think I do need to go around everything with my ink, because I don't want these super white edges. But also I think on this side, oh, see, there is some tape sticking out here, which is something I really wanted to avoid. Maybe I can, yep, just remove it. So just a little bit of inking here to keep things consistent. Now what day is today? Is it the 5th? The 5th, yes. My date stamp. I got this one from AliExpress. And so we have September. September. And then we need 0 and 5. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Now I think we are missing a little bit of gold. So let me grab my little box of embellishments, and I'm going to grab some gold sequins, but also some of those gold stars, which are just confetti, and I got them in like a local craft store, but in like party planning section. And where would I like my clusters? 1, 2, 3, I'm thinking, so I will have 3 per cluster. And the glue, of course, dries clear, so it's not going to be visible when it all dries. 1, 2, 3. I love those little like sequins and confetti pieces because they are so small and tiny, but they are also so pretty and gold, and they really add a lot to a project with, you know, just a finishing touch. Just a finishing touch. I think I need maybe one more sequin. So 1 star, 2 stars and a sequin per cluster. Yes. So there is that, and let's see. Let's see. I also have some of these enamel dots, and not sure if you can see, but they are pink with like a little bit of gold glitter, so they just, I think, would work so well with those little clusters. Maybe add it here and there and everywhere. Yeah. Also, one more finishing touch would be, if I can find it. Well, come to think of that, I haven't seen my gold mist in a while. Is it on the floor somewhere? Where are you? Because, you know, gold sprinkles, gold splashes would just be the perfect finishing touch. Where's my mist? I don't think I'm going to find it now. It is here somewhere, as things usually are, but I'm probably only going to find it when I finally make. See, that's my cue for cleaning up my room and organizing my room. It's when I stop being able to find things that I use often. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to add sprinkles and gold splashes when I find it. I'm just looking, hoping to see it. But yeah, okay, so this is the first page in this new journal, and I honestly love how it turned out. Let's see a close-up again. This white glue here is not going to be visible, it's going to be clear. And then this side, and I just love how those hand-torn edges look. So here's this side. Okay, I think that would be it for today. I still want to film one more video today, so So, oh, lost my train of thought. Yeah, I want to still film one more video today, so I think I will leave this one at that. But thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed this first process video in this new journal. And yeah, I will speak to you guys very, very soon in the next one. Bye.